Yo, what's going on? Blair the car, guys. Here, you know I did it again. It was my second regional win at Spartanburg, South Carolina. I was playing the alphabet deck. I know some people are gonna complain and stuff like, Blair, why aren't you playing Cosmos? I played Cosmos for almost 6 months. Almost almost the whole year, so I think it was time to give it a break and play something else. And I looked at all the decks, the different kind of decks that were floating around at this time that are good, but I just think ABCs is the best fit for me. I really enjoy the rank 4 engine. Pretty much went undefeated. It was 8 rounds, 8-0. Played 3 Metal Foes, 2 ABCs, 1 Grim Majida Ace of Stun deck, 1 Burning Abyss, 1 Paleozoic. I think that's 8. That's 8, right? I think that's 8. If it's not, then I just can't count. But I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna show you the goo, and let's get right into the deck list. All right, so here's the deck list. You already know about these. So we played, it was 40 cards in the main deck, by the way. We played 3 alphas, 3 betas, 3 gammas, staples in the deck. I elected to play 2 of each gadget, and also along with that, I wanted to just decide to play 2 Photon Thrashers. Only reason I decided to just play 6 of these is because I was playing a different engine to get another way to special summon. Of course, if I saw this in Union Hanger, then the deck was broken, it's doing what it's supposed to do, the consistency, but sometimes you do open awkward hands where you have nothing but the letters in hand, and that's where the other card I'm playing comes into play, which is Dragades, which shows you I was playing Empowerment, the Empowerment field spell, and I'll get into that once I get to there. That's all the monsters. The spells, triple Union Hanger, of course, triple Terraforming, staple, search your field spells, triple Pot of Desires, this is a staple, I don't care what you say. I only decided to play, I did play the Empowerment build, but I was just playing 2. When I'm just playing with the deck and playing around with it, what I noticed was that just playing the regular build, just regular rank 4 build, I'd open Terraforming and Terraforming and the Union Hanger or whatever, or multiple Terraformings. So having that is literally just a dead card. Even though I can get to another Union Hanger later, but it's just, I wanted it to be useful right then and there. So I decided to try out the Empowerment build. I did see other people play it, so I decided to just give it a try for myself, and I do think it is a really good build. Pretty much what you do, you discard a card, it doesn't matter if monster, spell, or trap, and you special summon this from the deck. It's a level 4 light monster. It's a level 4 light warrior. So you special this. There was one time in the tournament I opened A, B, and C, Instant Fusion and Empowerment. And me having the Empowerment let me discard one of my letters to get this, normal summon 1, make Tsukiyomi, ditch the rest of my hand, and then draw 2 fresh new cards with still access to Buster. And then I think I drew traps or Pot of Desires and stuff off of it, which just made it really insane. If this would have been something else, then the play would have just been just terrible. So I really did enjoy this in the list. It really worked out. Played 2 Instant Fusions. Played Northern. Northern is really a really good card. Looking back at it, I probably would bump this up to 3. I think I want to see this more often than not. So this might go up to 3. I'm not sure yet. And 2 Twin Twisters for going second. You got to make sure you clear back row so you can do your plays freely. And onto the traps. Play Triple Dimension Barrier. This card is broken, and I don't need to say anything else about it. Only 2 strikes. Usually at ARG Atlanta I was playing 3. I decided to bump it down to 2 to fit in other traps, but I wanted to keep the trap lineup at 8. I didn't want to go over more than 8, so for the other 2 traps to play, I bumped this down to 2. Still 1 warning, and then the last 2 traps I played Floodgate Trap Hole and Bottomless Trap Hole. I decided to play Rafflesia over number 80 Rhapsody and Berserk this week, because there was a lot of times I'd do the Tsukiyomi play and draw into Instant Fusion. Of course, I could hold the Instant Fusion and save it for later, but once my opponent goes and they have back row stuff sometimes, especially with Dimension Barrier being a thing, you kind of want to use your Instant Fusion right then and there, and then you can just still do your gadget play and then roll it back or whatever. But I decided to play Rafflesia in the extra deck. So if I did like draw into instant fusion after like Tsukiyomi, I can Tsukiyomi Buster and then Ruflasia with traps, which is a really hard board to beat. So that's the main deck. That's 40 cards once again. Extra deck, F-Zero. You make a lot of rank 4s in the deck. So like when you have dead ones like dead Ruflasias, dead Tsukiyomis, whatever, just put them together to make this and then steal your opponent's monsters and then just go for game. Dweller, Diamond Diver, 2 Diamond Divers. I like the second one. I've made it a lot. Just being able to clear back row easily with these and then make double buster is unfair. Castell, Tsukiyomi's a staple. X, you can search your pieces and stuff. Emerald, put your stuff back. Utopia package. Ruflasia, this card was really good this weekend. Did a lot of cool things like being able to send the floodgate trap hole or the bottomless, and then once they see this, then it's a red flag because they don't know like exactly what trap holes you can be playing. So like they'll try and play around this as much as possible, which it works in your favor, especially if you have Buster on the field too. Norden and 3 Busters. All right, and side deck. 1 Sakura Reader for Mirror Match and occasionally Blue Eyes if I was to see it. Just play the one because it's searchable with X. If you go first turn X and then you make this, or you search this, and then when you discard it, you can just add it back again from your graveyard with X. Just 1 Ghost Ogre, pretty much for pendulum decks. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to play more than 1, and then the 1 was fine. I did draw it. Oops. 2 Max C's. I decided to side them instead of maining them because I want to draw more combo pieces in the main deck as opposed to drawing this. And it gets really awkward when you do your Tsukiyomi play and you have Max C in hand. Now you're just throwing away Max C's and wasting them. So I just decided to side them for going second against special summon decks. Regeki, Dark Hole for removal, mass removal. Vanity Scene is a card, so is Dark Law. Pot of Inquisitiveness. I did this like for if they're siding system down or the mirror match, I can hit them on the tag out for their buster. Didn't see it today, or it didn't come up where it was needed, but there's still no offense about it. Mind Control, this card is really, really good. Against the mirror match, pretty much, going second, they make their Tsukiyomi player and make a buster play. I can play Mind Control and take their Tsukiyomi and then use its effects to draw me 2 fresh new cards and then still go do my play. Also, like being able to force a tag out on the buster is really good with this card as well. Third Twin Twister for back row. Triple System Down for the mirror match. Union Scramble from going first to play around Kaiju or System Down. And 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance of Pendulums. So that's the deck profile. I know you've been asking us, been like getting me and Kyle like, oh, hey, where's the deck list? So one of the cameras went out, so we had to do the video. This is the second time doing the video, so we had to get the other camera to be able to do it. But we got it here for you. It'll be up shortly. Make sure you smash that like button. Let me know what you thought about the deck. Did you like it? Do you think how you think the empowerment build is as opposed to the rank 5 build or the Brilliant Fusion build or whatever? You let us know that down in the comment section below. If you didn't like the video, make sure you go and rewatch it a second time. I promise you'll like it again. You heard what I said about the camera, right, that it went out. If you go check the description down below as well, we have a link to our PayPal where you can actually donate. We're not, of course you don't have to, not forcing you to, but if you like the content, if you want us to make more better content, get more equipment so we can make quality content for you, we definitely would appreciate that, and we'd be ever so grateful for it. Before I finish, because I definitely was about to finish this video, I do have a couple shout outs. First and foremost, we got to shout out Rico. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the straw hat that y'all see every time now. And he also let me borrow 2 of the Dimension Bears, so definitely shout out to him. Sorry he couldn't make it. Shout out to Team X and 5, because we like our pizza hot and ready by round 3. Definitely shout out to them. Shout out to Drake for letting me get the Euro English ABC core and Ghost Logers and all the foreign stuff and everything. So appreciate you for that. You're probably not getting it back, but I appreciate it though. You can watch it, you can look at it. Shout out to the card guys, of course. You know how we do. Best team in the game, definitely. Shout out to Jeffrey. because he does what he does. Shout out to Jake, our cat, because I like the pussy. What else? There's some more shout outs. Oh, shout out to Mac. Hope you watched his player profile. It was really good. Shout out to Alex, because his Timbs are really, really comfortable. And I think that's everybody. Oh, shout out to Tobias. Actually, Tobias and Peter. Tobias is who I rode with. It was just me and him. We rode to South Carolina, and that was his first event back. He was at basic training for the Air Force, and this was actually his first tournament back. And for him to be able to get his invite on the first one speaks bounds for him. He's been working really hard, so shout out to him. And I think that's it for real this time. But this is Blair with the Car Guys. Bling blow.